You are better than Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd is the best fighter in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter.
Crawford is hard. Crawford's very strong, like I am. He has all the same long arms. Like I said, southpaw, right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style he don't care about that. He's trying to get you.
Floyd Mayweather is raising the stakes, pulling up on Terence Crawford and calling for a fight in 2026. Despite retiring from pro boxing back in 2017, Floyd is now pushing for one last mega showdown. His challenge has already set the boxing world buzzing, with fans and analysts debating a clash that could pit two eras of greatness against each other in what might become one of the most talked about events in the sport.
Yo, yeah, so if he pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking. Because Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Terence Crawford didn't hold back when asked about comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. He shut it down directly, saying, "Floyd was the greatest of his era. I'm the greatest of mine. There's no reason to compare us." Fresh off his dominant dismantling of Canelo, Crawford made it clear that his legacy stands on its own, not in Mayweather's shadow.
I was going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
While analysts keep debating who's greater, Crawford stands firm. He believes comparisons only dilute the uniqueness of each fighter's path. His view shows respect for Mayweather, but he makes it clear he doesn't want history to measure him by someone else's standard.
I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, boy. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Boy, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Crawford has carved his place in boxing history, conquering multiple divisions and unifying titles along the way. With a blend of defense, power, and tactical brilliance, he's built a legacy that naturally invites comparisons to Mayweather's dominance in his own era.
One of the greatest, he's done shit that Floyd Mayweather ain't done.
Like what?
Like what?
The audience that don't know.
He is a two-time undisputed champion. Floyd wasn't a one-time undisputed champion. So he has all the belts in one division and then moved up and got all the belts in another division. I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of boxing.
Yes, and he beat the man.
Let's give Terence Crawford his flowers because everything he said he was going to do,
he done it.
He did.
Mayweather walked away undefeated at 50-0, carrying one of the sport's most polished resumes. A 5-division champion, he adapted seamlessly to every style he faced. His defense was nearly impenetrable, neutralizing power punchers and outclassing technical fighters alike. With razor-sharp timing, precise footwork, and masterful counters, Mayweather turned every bout into a chess match he rarely lost a move in.
Mayweather stopped Conor McGregor in the 10th round to improve to 50-0 in what he says will be his final fight. I actually believe him this time, Max. What's his legacy?
Well, he's one of the great pure boxers who ever lived. He is never cheated himself. He always was in condition. He had no off nights. That's why he won every fight. It's one of the reasons. Not because he's one of the best to ever do it, and because he was always prepared over a very long amateur and pro career. Amazing. Another reason is he carefully selected opponents, knew when and where and when and who to fight, and basically changed the paradigm in boxing. I'll translate. He flipped the script.
I feel like everybody tries to put Bud, say he's this Hall of Fame fighter, and which he is, but only because of the two-time undisputed. Floyd never won undisputed. But how great is that accomplishment if your resume is weak? Yeah, you won undisputed, but I mean, look at the guys you fought and look how you got to that undisputed status. If the shoe was on the other foot, if Bud did all of the heavy lifting and took 3 belts from 3 champions and then went and took Earl's 1 belt, he didn't do no heavy lifting for that second undisputed title. None at all. He beat fucking, who was that, Joe Horn? Who's that guy he beat for that 1 belt, the WBO belt?
Jeff Horn.
After dropping a unanimous decision to Crawford, Canelo Alvarez didn't sugarcoat the reality. At the post-fight press conference, he admitted he threw everything he had into the fight. Hard training, strategic adjustments, and constant pressure. But nothing broke through Crawford's style. He openly praised Crawford's complete arsenal, stating simply, he has everything.
You can compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Ryan Bomac McIntyre, Crawford's longtime trainer, hasn't held back when asked to compare his fighter to Floyd Mayweather. Following Crawford's dominant win over Canelo, which cemented him as undisputed in 3 weight classes, Bomac went on record saying he believes Crawford is better than Mayweather ever was. Responding directly to Canelo's praise of Crawford's complete skill set, Bomac doubled down, stressing that Bud's combination of defense, adaptability, and ring intelligence has pushed him beyond Floyd's level. In his eyes, Crawford hasn't just matched Mayweather's greatness, he's surpassed it.
For the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. Not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. Everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course. Of course he is.
Shane Sugar Mosley has added fuel to the fire by siding with Crawford in the great debate. The former world champion praised Crawford as the more complete fighter, pointing to his physical advantages. Greater size, longer reach, and the rare ability to switch seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw. Mosley acknowledged Mayweather's brilliance, calling him one of the all-time greats, but ultimately argued that Crawford's versatility and power would tilt a head-to-head matchup in his favor.
He's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Bob Arum, the legendary promoter who has worked with both men, gave his vote to Crawford in a fantasy matchup. Arum highlighted Crawford's rare ambidexterity, switching from orthodox to southpaw mid-fight without losing rhythm, as a nightmare for opponents. He noted that rivals often prepare for one style, only for Crawford to completely change the angles on them. Combined with his adaptability, high fight IQ, and proven success across multiple divisions, Arum believes Crawford's versatility would give him the upper hand against a prime Mayweather, or even against Canelo.
In that fight.
Why is that?
I think Crawford is the better talent. I think he's a better athlete and a better boxer. And I just think he's going to win that fight. But it's a terrific fight.
Did something change your mind along the way? Did you have Canelo previously and reassessed
No, we never had Canelo.
No, I meant Canelo winning the fight in a percent. And did you change your mind, or you always thought Crawford would win?
No, I never even considered it until it became a likelihood that the fight would happen. And once it was announced, I felt that Crawford would win. As a matter of fact, Terence came over to me after a fight that we did, I think with Keyshawn Davis, and I told him, I said, it's a great fight for you. You're going to win that fight.
Why don't you think the weight will slow down his legs, not allow him to
Because
maneuver?
I don't think he's going to put on that kind of weight. Also, I think that Crawford has a rare ability of being ambidextrous and switching from a southpaw to orthodox as the fight goes on, and that's going to befuddle.
Oscar De La Hoya pushed back on the Crawford over Mayweather talk, arguing that Floyd still holds the edge both technically and historically. He reminded fans that when Mayweather fought Canelo, he barely got touched, calling it a masterclass in defense and precision. De La Hoya drew the contrast clearly. Mayweather was a defensive genius with unmatched ring IQ, while Crawford is more of a boxer-puncher. Though he respects Crawford's accomplishments, De La Hoya believes that in their primes, Mayweather's technical mastery would tilt the fight in his favor.
Canelo after the fight said that Crawford is way better than Floyd. You know Crawford, you know Canelo, you know Floyd. What do you think? Who would win in a fight?
My man. I have to disagree because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time. And Crawford, yeah, he's more of a fighter, boxer. Mayweather's more of a boxer. But I have to disagree. I think Mayweather is much more superior than Crawford.
Undefeated champion turned analyst has also weighed in, calling Crawford the most skilled fighter in boxing today. Ward praised Bud's adaptability, defensive sharpness, and ring IQ, pointing out how his timing, movement, and ability to adjust mid-fight make him nearly impossible to solve. In Ward's view, Crawford is the kind of fighter you could confidently back in any matchup. He added that Crawford has quietly been operating at the top for years, and the recognition for his technical brilliance is long overdue.
Most skilled fighter today.
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots.
Boots is
Jerron
my
Ennis.
favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud. Because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing about basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So skillful, yes, but this and this,
no.
It's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it, but until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying a guy you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Crawford's adaptability and high-level ring IQ, highlighting how Bud can flip tactics mid-fight, adjust to the opponent in front of him, and make dangerous fighters look ordinary. Jones acknowledged that while Crawford didn't always have the marquee names early on, his recent dominance over elite opponents has started to cement his place in history. Still, Jones cautioned that greatness isn't just about skills. It's also about longevity, the timing of peak performances against top-tier rivals, and the willingness to take risks. In his eyes, numbers like 50-0 prove consistency, but they don't automatically equal superiority in every category.
Probably in your top 10, maybe even your top 5.
Where do you rank Terence, in your opinion?
I put him in the top 15, maybe the top 10, because he definitely has the skill of a top 5. It's just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get, and that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody. That's pretty damn good. Now he proved what we already thought. We just didn't see him against the best opposition near his weight class. See, this is the thing people don't understand. This is what I like about Bud. He reminds me of Roy. We ain't got to have the best opposition in our weight class. We want the best opposition near our weight class.
There's been discussion that maybe, Crawford and Inoue are going back and forth tussling for pound for pound, that maybe Inoue because of the multiple weight divisions. You're shaking your head no. Tell me why no.
Because Inoue also, when he first moved up, he lost to Donell. Don't forget that. Bud ain't lost nobody. Moving up or down, he moved up 3 times. He lost nobody. Don't tell me he better than Bud, no.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5 of
No,
all
not
time?
in my book. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10 in my book, Kevin. Not top 5.
10.
He's maybe top 10, but not top 5. Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem is. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought him? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he going to prison when he get through. And then to take it even further,
He fought Cotto.
Cotto was
Manny
not on his
Pacquiao,
level.
Manny
Wait. See, stop. Let me finish first. Cotto.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great in the boxing.
I agree with you.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not a great fight. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You waited till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought him. If you'd have fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. Because both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Toney before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James Toney?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them biggest, best two names you can pull up besides Canelo?
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't fight?
So my point is, I'm not gonna say who
because I can't name a person.
I'm not gonna say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was of his equal. He didn't fight a James Toney. He didn't go looking for a James Toney.
Max Kellerman weighed in on the Crawford-Mayweather debate with a balanced perspective. He acknowledged Mayweather's superior resume, unmatched defense, and his ability to dominate elite opponents. But Kellerman also stressed that Crawford has consistently risen to every challenge without hesitation. Unlike Mayweather, who Kellerman argues carefully selected certain matchups, Crawford has embraced risk, taking on dangerous fights across divisions. In Kellerman's view, that fearlessness plays a major role in how fans and analysts are beginning to place Crawford's legacy alongside the very best.
Wild, because if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. That makes a difference to people.
Kellerman went further, drawing a hard line on what counts as a real championship. In his view, only Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford qualify as legitimate four-division champions, because their titles came with true lineal or Ring magazine recognition. By that same standard, Kellerman dismisses Mayweather's junior middleweight title against Canelo, arguing it doesn't carry the same weight. For Kellerman, the distinction matters. Crawford didn't just collect belts, he conquered divisions in a way that leaves no doubt.
No one has ever been a four-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit four-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did.
Fans are split down the middle. Crawford's supporters see a fighter at the height of his powers, fresh off dismantling Canelo, bringing youth, power, and unmatched versatility into the ring. On the other side, Mayweather loyalists argue that his legendary defense, unmatched experience, and ring IQ would neutralize any threat. For many, the fight is less about who's better and more about the spectacle. An era-defining clash that fuels endless barbershop debates. Social media is already ablaze with predictions, memes, and heated arguments, proving this matchup has captured the imagination of the boxing world.
Well, there you go. Now Floyd Mayweather is saying that there are discussions about him returning for another professional bout. Word on the street is Floyd could be getting paid $250 million. And they're saying the opponent, we're going to be shocked at who it is. Now, let me tell you something. When I started hearing all that, you're going to be shocked. And there are discussions. It sounds like a little bit of taking it to the stupid. But I do believe that taking it to the truth when it comes to Floyd Mayweather returning to the ring for $250 million. That man ain't never seen a dollar that he didn't like. So $250 million, I'm sure they could get him back in the ring to risk that undefeated record. But the thing is, against who? I sure as hell doubt it's Terence Crawford. I don't know, maybe it's Manny Pacquiao.
So what do you think? Could Mayweather still hang with Crawford in 2026? Or has Bud already